What's going on, guys? Travis with Road Alliance Customs, and today I'm trying to work some more on Dave's frame for his Model 8 Coupe. Alright, so I want to get Dave's frame sandblasted so it's easier to work on. I don't have to worry about rust getting in the weld or anything like that. So I gotta clean the front of this frame first because it's very greasy. So I have to degrease the front of the frame before I send it to the blaster, because I'm pretty sure sandblast can't go through grease. So I'll degrease that first. But good thing is, Super Clean actually reached out to me a couple weeks prior and was gracious enough to send me a few of their products to try out. So I'm actually going to be using that on the front of this frame, and they just pretty much want a testimonial of how it works out. So I'm going to try it out, see how well it works, and from all the reviews I've read, it works pretty damn good. So let's see for ourselves. This stuff's loosening right up. I should actually get my hose out here so I can wash the damn thing off. I gotta move this operation because my hose doesn't reach the driveway, and my other hose is buried in the shed. Wow. Holy crap, look at this. Huh. This stuff works pretty good. Really good, actually. I'm quite surprised. Alright, now let me flip it over and I'll spray the other side. I wasn't really too sure, so it's like, it's kind of working like a normal one. Then I hosed it off and I'm like, wow, all the grease came off. I guess really my only complaint would be they didn't send me enough. Wish they sent me more so I could use it on more stuff. I still got a motor I need to degrease. You know what, they actually did send me more stuff. Sent me their foaming degreaser. And this is actually nice. After you're done, spray it on everything again, and whatever you didn't hit will turn brown. Which I found out I missed a spot inside the frame rail, and on this side I missed. So, and if it's nice and clean, it should stay white like that. But you can also use this as the first step. I just used the spray first, so this is kind of a guide to see where I missed. Alright, so I'm going to drop this frame off with the sandblasters, and hopefully they can get it done today. I got the frame tied to the roof. Put a big old dent in the roof, but I don't care. And yeah, gonna go to the sandblasters. Alright, got the frame back. Here's the painted section. Oh, pretty good. I just put one coat on it because it's definitely going to get scratched. So I'm going to work on it a lot. So one coat's fine for now. After I do the kick up, I'm going to have to paint it anyway, so it'll get another coat. But let's start measuring, leveling, and hopefully start cutting soon. Now, I'm going to take these and clamp them to the side where I want them to start, and then I'll make my lines. Alright, so I have them clamped, matching up with the center line of this cross member, and the bottoms where the line is exactly 17 3/4 on each side. And to verify, I made sure that this point right here on both sides of the cross member was the same to the floor, and it is, and they're both 15 on the nose. And my mark, I transferred it up. And at first, I just put a square on here and put this line. But this frame rail is not square with this cross member. So I had to get the angle of this. Then I transferred that over. And that meets up way better to the mark I made on the cross member. So, have that on both sides. Now I'm going to measure again, make my mark on here, scribe through it, and make sure I cut straight. But I'm also going to cut some 20-inch long pieces of something. I don't care what it is. It's going to sit on the ground, come up, and I'm going to weld it right to the side of this frame rail here. As long as I cut that straight and that's sitting on the leg, this will meet up perfect. Alright, so kick ups are welded on. Well, they're tacked on. So what I did wrong was I didn't order this leg of the kick up long enough, because the 4-inch starts like here. So I'm gonna have to cut this right at the bottom here, open this back down to meet up with here, weld that closed, put a filler panel in here, and call that a day. I'm making a piece that's going to weld to the edge here and kind of bend into the channel, and then bend again and sit flat against the inside. And I'll be able to plug weld from some of these holes, if not all of them. I'll probably do these 3 actually. I'll be able to plug weld from these, and since it's on the inside, it'll be touching the top and bottom of the channel, and it'll be super strong. It's coming along, looks good. Next, I'm going to cut the rivets out of that cross member, figure out where I need to cut the ends to weld it in, and we'll tack it. I shimmed up the cross member, and with my marks I lined up the center lines. So I measured from the center of the hole out on both sides to the center line, because this is on an angle. If you measure to here or here, it's going to be very different. So I make sure I measured from the same point every time, and it's all the same. So now I am going to transfer this angle with a Sharpie. I'm going to scribe or make a mark here, and I'll put an arrow to which one, because there's going to be a ton of lines under here. So I want to make sure I put an arrow on the one that I want to cut. Measured 100 times. So I'm going to tack this in place. Alright, before I put any more tacks, I'm going to measure again. See where we're at. 52 3/4. 52 3/4. I actually think we can just fully weld this, because what am I going to do? Return it back to stock? I don't think so. We ain't turning back. So, quitters turn back. So, we got this nice and welded on the top side. Got this welded top and side. Same on the other side. As you can see, put a cut right down to here, and now it meets up nicely with the bottom of this. So now it's a solid 4-inch all the way until it starts tapering back up there. This is how I'm gonna have these little leg pieces. See, it's got a little angle to it. It's nice with that. Sits on there. I'm going to do plug welds on those 3 holes. Maybe throw a bead down here and a couple over here, just so it's safe. Alright, so I got these triangle pieces filled in. They're a little proud because I used 1/4 inch material, and this frame is not 1/4 inch, so I made it flush on the inside so I wouldn't have to grind it when I put these plates in. So that's all set on both sides. I'll just need to clean this up on the outside after, but I'll do all the cleanup later. Crossmember is welded in. The kick-ups are welded in. I have one of the gussets welded in here. So I have it welded here. I welded the corners up on both sides. I stitch welded here and on the top side and right there. So that's nice and strong. Also plug welded these 3 holes where that plate sat flat on the inside. So gotta do it to that side. Just didn't have time yet. But it's the same exact thing's gonna happen over there. And also I'm gonna make up a plate, probably a diamond, or maybe another fancy figure 80 looking thing to go here. Yep, this is welded all the way around, and I even welded the underside. Well, stitch welded the underside. And the back end here, I'm gonna cut off kind of like this. Nice little shape back here. Never gonna see it, but you know, little details. I really like these more than the Tardell drop. It is more work, but at the end of the day, once this is painted all black, you'll never really know. It'll just look, I think it'll look factory-ish. Alright guys, that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed doing it. Really stoked on these back halves. These kick-ups here. I think they look so good. So, next time, we're going to have some old Yankee Speed goodness on this frame. Get ready for it. But for now, keep liking, subscribing, commenting. I know you can only subscribe once, but keep on doing it. Tell your friends. And yeah, we'll keep on grinding, keep on working, staying busy. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it.